Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to pre-market analysis for Thursday, December the 3rd, 2020. All right, all right, all right. Well, let's see. Let's hope somebody shows up. Otherwise, it's getting uh, bleaker and bleaker around our live chats on here. 8:40 a.m. is definitely a challenge. Yet I am in California and I've been able to make it pretty much on time most of the time. So okay, let's see. Let's just wait for some others to sprinkle in. Not that we're expecting a great turnout or of anything. That's actually how we like it. That's way, I mean, we can focus on those who decide to join us on the particular question. In the meantime, I'm just going to get some charts ready on here that we want to explore this morning. So you guys, in the meantime, those who just got in, you have the depth view of the stock that you are looking at. It's BA. Yeah. So the stock that you are looking at right now on your screen is just the depth view of BA. So that's inside of Power E Trade. So for me, I'm preparing some stocks on here. Well, as we will be juggling through the screen to see some of the early movers. So let's see, we have Okta. Who else is moving? So, oops, let's see. So yesterday after market close. How about today before market open? Okay, Kirk, Sig Jewelry, Dollar General Store. Oh, Kroger. Haha, Kroger has earning. Okay, interesting. All right. Okay, let's just do a quick check in. All right. Hello, hello, Mr. Skunky Ganja from Georgia. Glad to have you, sir. If you could confirm for me that the sun is great, and we will get going on here, since we don't have any expectation in terms of turnaround. So, and then for those who are, if you are just joined, sprinkle in, if you have a stock that you want us to take a look at, or you have any type of question, this is the perfect opportunity, right? Less audience, uh, more questions being answered. So it's December. We typically know that people tends to slow down. I mean, sleeping is much sweeter in December. When it comes January, that's where people will be having planned that, oh, they need to get into new resolution to maybe uh, and then setting up setting up goals. So that's we know how the cycle of life goes. All right, thank you, sir. The sun is excellent. All right, thank you. If you have any question, please let us know. Post it on there for us. What are we starting with on here? We are starting with yeah. Let's fine. Let's go start inside of Power E Trade. If you were with us yesterday, or and you took the trade on was it CRM? That trade, I want to remind everybody or those who care to know that trade actually worked in both directions. That is not something rare to see here, that when we take trades of that nature, the trade works in both directions. I hope you took the trade yesterday if you were not with us. And let's just remind everybody. So CRM, was it CRM? Which one? And I tend to always yeah, it was CRM because we were referring even to the August multiple baggers that some of us had on it. So yeah, yesterday we shared live here on this show a trade on CRM following its earning, where we got a Gangsta Trade, which consists of both puts and calls, and we were able to make money in both directions. As we say that, we welcome regulars to this show. Miss Marcy Wins from SoCal. Yeah, when you call somebody's name, you need to tell where they're from. So I like to say that. So Miss Marcy Wins from SoCal. Glad to have you. It's closest neighbor of mine, other than Mr. Beto. Mr. Beto is still with us, folks. In case some of you may be wondering, Mr. Beto has he adjusted his trading style such that he can enjoy a little bit of a sleep. Yeah, we will definitely. That's something that Mr. Beto is entitled to, because Mr. Beto has seen many mornings in the past. Hello, Mr. Andrew. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you. All right, so we are switching things a little bit up today. I mean, not, let's see here, is SPY moving or anything? We can actually do that. We can still look at the overall markets before we dive into, oops, that's moving too fast for us. All right, so here's the overall market. There's not much to talk about this morning on SPY. Yesterday, our strategy of SPY trading system in the last 90-minute hour or so, it works. It works a little bit on the call side, but the gains were not that great. I mean, the call side went how much? 100 and something percent. So overall, it was like 55% win. So not bad. I mean, but if you are practicing this strategy, if you are learning the strategy, again, those are the words you heard me say a lot on here. Practicing, studying, learning. That's what trading is all about. I don't know what's your expectation when you decided to take on this endeavor or of any type. I mean, you need to have a goal, right? So what are you willing to do? I know all of us, obviously. Oh, I'm going into the stock market because I heard somebody told me last weekend there's money to be made in the stock market. But just as anything, you just come in, okay. So it's not as if the market is throwing money at people. No. That's far from the truth. There is something to be done. Learning for starters, dedication for discipline. So acquiring a set of skills, just like in any job. Yeah, this is a profession. This is just not just something because Robin Hood said trading or investing for all. Oh, I get into my a phone and then I just click. Actually, is it? I think it's Webull now. I haven't tested it, but I will be testing it. You can actually put in an order by just saying, "Hey, buy whatever or sell whatever." You can put in an order. That folks, they want you to believe that this stuff is. I've been doing it. I mean, not as long as some people, but the few years that I've put in, I can tell you that you need to put in some work. Yeah, let's be realistic about it. I cannot say, if I say it otherwise, I will be lying to you. I mean, and the market shows it each and every time, right? We have seen, since we have been here since May. For us, we have seen a great deal of people come in, and how are you able to sustain it? Are you able to have the patience, the discipline? All of those things definitely come into place. If you come in and you take trades, I don't care if it's successful trading, if it's Jason Bond, if it's Andrew King, I don't care who that is out there. A week or even a month will not be able to tell you, because it depends what the market is doing at that time. Yeah. And the market have different sectors, different segments. So the stock that you are trading or the option that you are trading for that week or for that span of a couple of weeks, if you are trading monthly or whatever, well, they are not representative of the whole set of opportunities. So meaning that what's going to be slowing you down is you do not have a perspective of everything that you can take advantage of. That goes back to knowledge. So taking time to harness your knowledge, to harness specific skills. So, all right. Let me just, before I carry on here. So, we have right now, what am I sharing? What am I sharing right now? We are still inside, where I'm sharing Power E-Trade. I'm sharing the ETFs. So, yeah, every SPY is flat. QQQ is literally flat. I mean, yeah, minus 0.5 or the like that. That's nothing. So we were saying that yesterday, SPY strategy worked. So again, if you're new, the first time on this channel, we have a SPY trading strategy Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Why? Because SPY provide unique opportunity with expiration on those 3 dates with cheap options. How cheap? As cheap as you want, really. As cheap as you want. So we're talking the 5 cents, meaning that, yeah, this is the question that I get every time, especially nowadays. How much do I need to start? Yeah, if you're trading options and you know what you're doing, not much. Stocks are a little bit more expensive, but now Webull is introducing what we call fractional shares. We have a video explaining all of that on our YouTube channel. So check it out. Again, knowledge. This YouTube channel has over, I would say, 300 educational videos. The other videos, they are maybe illustrations or live trade that we have taken through a series of shorts, meaning videos that are less than 1 minute. But the rest of it is a how to do this. You see a lot of title of that. How to set up my trading view. That's working great. A recent video that we made was comparing Trading Pro versus Trading Pro Plus, for instance. It took off. I was surprised by that. So, or how to use flow algo. Those so tools. Oh, another one that's how to use Cheddar Flow, comparing Cheddar Flow to flow algo. That's another recent video that we did literally like a week ago or less. So that all of these tools that you need to educate yourself on, either as a trader, as a long-term investor, that's really will help you have that foundation, and then put yourself in a situation where you're empowered to make decisions, because investing is important for all of us. But for the most part, they don't teach it in school. You see, that's the problem. It's something that's valuable. We don't teach it in school. So when, as adults, we get in, we have to rely on other people, yeah, who have made that a profession, to be able to say, oh, here's my money. Okay, I'll give you my money on my 401k every 2 weeks or whatever. You do whatever you want, Fidelity. You do whatever you want, Charles Schwab. Are you kidding me? It's important. So you and I, we can do it. You and I. And for here at Successful Trading, we are to show you that you can spend the time mastering that. And actually, it will be very rewarding as a skill for the rest of your lives. All right. It is currently 8:53 a.m. Eastern Time in Montreal, Quebec, and the rest of the East Coast of the US and Canada. It's currently 5:54 a.m. Pacific Time in Los Angeles in Southern California, where Miss Marcy Wins is from, and myself as well. So I just like saying that. All right, so SPY is not moving that much. Today's Thursday. I mean, it's just like any stock. If you want to trade SPY, we had a set of criteria, very easy criteria here to trade trends, right? And those trends, by the way, they are valid on any time period, meaning that, yeah, for us in our video, we said intraday trading, we use a 15 minutes or 5 minutes. But let's say, which I encourage you to do, you are studying a chart, you want to take a long-term position. December is going to give opportunities to start early. So I'm going to be making videos. I keep promising that. For instance, to see stocks that have been moving since November 3rd, we are December 3rd, you will be put what did the guy say? Put a 1 in the chat box if you know why I'm referring to November 3rd. So November 3rd to December 3rd, we have sectors that definitely moved. They haven't been doing anything at all for months. And then since November 3rd, they have just been shooting up. So we will be bringing you those stocks in tonight. So the stock market technical analysis daily. So we hope to provide you with value and information on there, and how to go about setting up yourself, again, because there are tools that we will teach you on how to set up such that you can get that information and take advantage of it in your trading or your investing. All right, on the bigger list of stock watch list, let's take a look and here. Where is the volume going this morning? So lowest volume so far as we approach 9 a.m. Eastern and 30 minutes to the opening of the U.S. equity on Thursday, December the 3rd, 2020. Workday with 525 shares. Okay, we just like to do that. This is an habit here that you have seen. Oh, speaking of stock that have been moving, did you guys catch, again, I think it was in yesterday or the day before yesterday, we posted a video showing some of the return year to date for some of the company. Did anybody catch Etsy? Etsy was about a $40 stock thereabouts at the beginning of the year, or even less. It's trading at 154. It's like we had a nice representation, a bubble representation with graphics, right? And then Etsy, oh, I can show it. Okay, I can show that. Let's actually show that. Let's show that a little bit. And then we come back. We will come back here. So let me switch screen here and show you how I actually do that. So, all right. So let's go back to Finviz. All right. So we are sharing Finviz as of now. We have two of them. This is where it's a scanner or screener if you want. But if I want to be able to see something, a mapping representation, so I go to maps. And I like this. I like the bubbles. All right, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah. So here, I wanted to say the bubble size market capitalization, if you will, but I want to say here that I want to look at change. Just mean that between today and yesterday. So meaning this gives you a map of pretty much things that are based on pre-market, things that are moving in either direction this morning. But what, so like this one on here, so Kroger, we saw that Kroger has earning and is slumping. So this is a nice quick representation actually of things that are moving fast. But I had to believe that there had to be stock that I'm. So what's my criteria on here? So I'm looking at all the sectors. Okay, that's not bad. So visually, for those who are visual creatures, so this morning's here's where CRM is. CRM is up 2.46%. It's the same view as we were looking at there, but just that you have it represented in this nice, well, nice, I don't know, but at least within the same sector, you will definitely see that, okay, which one are moving the most. So Boeing, you see, oh, this is our friend Boeing here. We will talk about Boeing because that's the screen, that's the level 2 that we were talking about. And if you watched last night, a stock market technical analysis show, we feature Boeing under the title, but Boeing is actually in the title. And if you are part of our Discord, when Boeing was making the run yesterday midday, we shared that on there as well. All right, so yeah, but here where I wanted to talk about Etsy. So if you want, so this change here is overnight, right? So the x-axis are just the sectors. Let me make sure that I think, have we seen? Maybe this was in the video. We are not doing a good job showing that the sectors name on here. Why telex? Oh, because of this. So if I do this, here we go. So at the very bottom, the colors represent the 10 sectors, the 11 sectors telex. Technology, consumer cyclical, the choice of colors. I don't know if I can change these colors, but some of them are difficult to read. So the yellow are communication services. Communication services, you found the lack of Charter, Dish. Dish has been slumping. Dish was slumping yesterday, but this is its chart actually. Was it down yesterday a little bit? But I mean, look at that recovery in November. That's an example of recovery in November. All right, let's actually stop on Dish and show you an example of something that has been slumping, and November came, and then it turned into November to remember. Dish went from $24 to $37. Yeah. How about this one? Live Nation Entertainment. Yeah, another one that jumped in November. So you can see then a pattern on here. What is this one here? Discovery. Another one. Look at that right in November. Okay. I mean, we can see so some of these, but I want you to see, instead of change, I want to go to 1 year performance. Was that? Yep. Here we go. Here's how, so you guys can see that 1 year performance, and we're gonna see it's here on the top. Here we go. 262% return over the last 1 year on Etsy. Not too shabby. Yeah. So yeah, I thought this visual representation is not bad. There's another tool that does that. We need to do a review or comparing both of them, reviewing Simple Wall Street versus Finviz, especially for some of the investors that are visual. There are more visual a little bit on Simply Wall Street. Again, if you are curious about that one, check it out. There's a video, a fresh video that was released, published last week. So here's PayPal, for instance. So in December, people will be taking a look at, okay, how certain stock did on a specific over a year or on a specific period, right? This is how you do it. We're going to be making a video on here, but the advantage that you have on here, once again, is the fact that you can compare stock within the same sectors. Yeah. Or then you can even go, instead of sector, I believe you can even go industry. Yeah. If we go industry, it wouldn't change that much. It's just that the industry, there are many, many more. Yeah. Meaning you're going to have more colors. Maybe actually that's what I like. I like colors. I'm a color guy. At least since as long as I'm still able to differentiate them. Yeah. So here's Etsy here, and now it's telling us the industry is internet retail. Yeah. So if we go back to sector, the sector is going to be, it's just a categorization. Yeah. So the orange color here, it's under consumer cyclical. Yeah. Within the consumer cyclical sector, there are different industries. So in this case, internet retail, because they have a, Etsy is like, I don't know, I wouldn't say, no, it's an up and coming Amazon or something, or eBay of the time. Yeah, that's what Etsy is. And this run for Etsy, look at it. It wasn't really just linear, right? Because I mean, back in October time frame, they slumped a little bit, but it's really, really, when you look at 1 year chart, it's just like, wow. All right, so that's why we were there. And while we are here, yeah. So actually, we saw this morning. So meaning, I can do the morning one here. I can do the morning one here instead of the 1 year performance. The change, the overnight change, is what's what I could have gotten on here. So where am I? Let me not mess this thing up. So sector and the y-axis. Now are they offering it to me again? I just want the daily change. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Telex, easy. Or you can do change from open, but we haven't been open yet. So change from open, what will that give us? Because since the market is not open yet, you're going to see a lot of things close to zero, right? But during the live market, you can actually use this. Yeah. Then this bubble, they will be moving. I think I'm going to try to record something and put it in the video for tonight, or whatever video that I'm going to be making about this. So that's a good idea though. So, but for us, change is just the overnight change between the close yesterday and where the pre-market is. So change, again, I don't need to miss it. All right, so this is how it's going. So, and we are looking at it per industry, but the numbers are still the same. So BA, you see there is moving plus 4 points, plus 2, percentage wise, 2.03% upward. And CRM on here, it's moving 2.21%. It will be really, really nice. Don't keep an eye on CRM, folks, because that from that trade yesterday, right? So did they put in the bottom? Typically, when stock do this, my experience has been that they do not automatically rush upward. But this stock, it's very different. So meaning at 225, there some people, some investors, or some institution could consider this a bargain and start loading up on it. Yeah, and they could accumulate it for, let's say, 2 weeks, and by the time come January, it's gonna be trading at 250 or close to all-time high again. So definitely something to keep an eye on there. So nice visualization on here. That's what brought us here. Quickly, let's return inside of Power E-Trade. But before I do that, are there any stock that somebody wants to take a look at? Since the election, we have seen growth in different sectors. That's really exciting. Great opportunities. Hello, Mr. Ra. Welcome. That's Miss Dora from... No, you cannot say that Miss Dora is from Florida. She knows where she's from. She's from Senegal. Naga there, Miss Dora. She's from Senegal. Glad to have you. She knows what I'm talking about, folks. That's that. Yeah, when you have a close knit group of people, we know things about each other that people don't don't know. All right, so let's go inside of Power E Trade and see what opportunities we can take advantage of this morning. So Power E Trade, if we can, if it's available to us, I hope so. That screen is still showing me the control screen, so I want to go and say Power E Trade, please, please, pretty please. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so for me, I need to get there. So okay, so we look at the volume down, the volume up. IQ is up. Wow, I love this. Look at this, folks. Look at this. So you have a stock like IQ, which hasn't been pretty much going anywhere. We have that's the other extreme of of Etsy, right? This stock has just been a, how do you say, a dog stock in the doghouse or something. But look at this. How would you like to have? I'm hoping this is accurate, right? So 3 million shares have been traded, but the stock has moved 1 cent. So how can 3 million shares of a stock be traded, change hands, and the stock has moved 1 cent? That beats me. Either I don't know if the information that Power E Trade is providing is accurate, but I wouldn't be surprised because that's how this stock is. On the other hand, what we talk AAL that we've been familiar with it. I mean, 2% on the 3% on Tesla. Yeah, yesterday Tesla was slumping a little bit. Well, this morning, congratulations if you bought the Jeep. That's how Tesla does. So we leave Tesla alone. Who's moving here with volume? Morgan Stanley, 1.4 million shares, and the stock is not moving. Folks, actually, this is a strategy. Trust me, with this much volume on a stock and they are not moving, it's a perfect for us actually for Gangsta, because Gangsta typically say, hey, you're gapping, but the fact that there's volume, yeah, it just means that there is game being played, because trust me, a stock cannot be changing hands at the rate of 1 million shares and the stock is only moving 1 cent. That's something doesn't add up. So meaning those stock will be moving. Those stock will be moving. Be assured of that. And this is the time, this is about the time that we have said in pre-market, we've talked about, for those who are new, we believe in studying the pre-market, waking up or wherever you are in the world and making time to study pre-market, because you are going to actually get insight on how likely the stock is to move. And we haven't been doing it a lot, but I need to show you a chart of a pre-market actually on TradingView to get some trend. For instance, BA that we are going to take a closer look at here, in pre-market all the way to between the, let's say, 7 a.m. and Eastern, that is. Yes, I'm awake at 7 a.m. Eastern. Hello. And all the way to 8:30 thereabouts, when I was getting out of my shower, the stock was really not able to go above 228. So in my mind, knowing BA, don't be surprised, folks. BA is one of those horrendous stock, meaning that definitely respect the Gangsta Trade that, hey, from this open here, it can be feast or famine. Feast or famine means what? Means that, hey, they can take BA from, let's say, 229. That has been, I think, yeah, that's the high of the pre-market, and take it down, I don't know, within the first 15-minute candle, they can take it down 10 points, 7, 8 points. And if you're holding calls, you're just going to be like, oh my God, what happened? Because even your natural reaction to trying to sell those calls, if you had them since yesterday, is just so. Those are the type of thing that when you study, you are prepared for them. So meaning that, okay, BS gapping 5 points on here. What potentially can happen? So on the charts, we can go to the charts of BA and look at prior resistance. That's one of the things we can do. Yeah. And I'm switching screen against on you, but this is how teaching is about, folks. Yeah. When that, if you come here at Successful Trading, that's what we do. So Here's a chart of BA here. So if you haven't seen it, we have been drawing these boxes, Darvax boxes, for ages now. It's almost like comic. So a lot of stock have been showing that after that November run. Yeah, yeah. You kidding? BA is one of the November run examples. November 1st, BA, you could have gotten BA for 140 bucks. Yeah. Right now you're looking at 229. And how did it happen? Gaps from 160 to 180. I don't know if we're going to come back and trade that one day. I don't know. Possible, but that's a gap on there that he was like, hey, for the stockholders on that, what day was that? Yeah, it was November the 6th. November the 6th going through the 9th. So it was from a Friday to a Monday. Yeah. Then we had another gap. November the 13th, we closed at 187. And then we opened November the 16th. You're paying attention here? Let me slow it down a little bit. Let me slow it down. Because wish that I just said should have triggered something for you what to do on Friday. Yeah, potentially. So the gap on here was on November the 6th. If my calendar doesn't lie to me, November the 6th was a Friday. We opened the next Monday. So we closed. What was the closing price on November the 6th? November the 6th, 179. That's not true, Telex. Let's actually make this. Sorry, I apologize. Let's make this bigger. November the 6th, we closed at 157.74 cents. On Monday, we opened at 179. We went as high as 184. 30 points, literally, folks, just for your trouble for holding the stock for one weekend. $30. Yeah. Imagine trading options of BA on that Monday from Friday. It didn't stop there, did they? And then we did a little bit of sideways. These patterns, understanding what the stock like to do or the computer like it to do, it's what really will get you money, right? We call them quantitative analysis. Then on the November 13, which is another Friday, according to my calendar, we close at 187. The next Monday, the gap wasn't as severe, but still, we opened at 194 and went as high as 202. So 187, 202, that's only 15 points. I'm saying only because here, literally, they gave you 13 points in just one weekend. 30, 3-0, yeah? And this thing, you just discover them by studying the chart. You're not going to see this if somebody's sending you alerts on your phone of like, this is part of studying, educating yourself. If you want to make that much money, there's no better way. Or, I mean, you can rely on somebody who studied it and then will tell you, but you will not know why they're doing that. Yeah. And then this other day here on the 17th through the 18th was Tuesday to Wednesday. We went from a close of 210, then we gapped to 223. But folks, look what happened. This is which that happened. Then with the tools such as TradingView, the Pro version on here, you can replay this. So the stock gap from 210 to 223, $13, but the algo, it was too stretched. At least that's how we can interpret it, right? Because the upper Bollinger is at 209 and at 223 the high, they sold it off. They sold it off, meaning great day trade here, but in order to make these 20 points, you needed to trade puts on that day. And how for you will have traded its perfect gangster strategy because this is a gap. If you didn't have the calls overnight, fantastic. But my friend, I guarantee you made more money here, especially the 18 was what? The 18 was a Wednesday. You made more money here than people who maybe carried the calls overnight because how many points did they get? 210 to 223? But good luck trying to sell them at open, right? They still some money. Still some money. So 13 points, but intraday, you got 20 points. 13 points up for the gapping up, and then you got 20 points by day trading days. Day trading, I mean, if you held it the next day, actually, it went all the way to 199. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And since then, well, there was another gap, wasn't it? Of course, there has to be another gap. So the 23rd of November which is a Monday. We closed at 211, and then the next day we opened at 219. We went at 222. So 13 points thereabout is what this stock really, when it jumps, likes to do. So if we apply that this morning, 13 points of the like, 223, these guys, they like round numbers, and now they have plenty of room. So we're gapping up here. This right now at, what's the price on here? Let's remove this guy. Oops. 229 thereabouts. That has been the resistance all along. So has room, but is at least on the short term is stretched a little bit. The daily, if you ask me, potentially this thing can fly. Yeah, literally they can go to 240, 250 even by tomorrow if they so on. But will they? Because when I see a stock that does this type of thing, or this, yeah, big moves are there. So definitely stock to pay attention to and get involved. The bigger picture is this. This is the chart of it. Resistance has been here last time this run happened, 234. So a potential target, let's say for today, exactly at that resistance. If we get past it, oh man, then the bullish thesis, it's absolutely valid. The bullish thesis started yesterday because this high here, this close was above anything that this thing has done recently. Yeah. So they did get you some perspective. For us, we were early on this one. I don't know, was it 2 weeks ago? And we had to explain actually to some. We put a trade idea on BA saying December what? December 18th. So the third Friday of December, 400 calls, because we know we don't need to be in the money to make money, and we start getting those for, I think, was it initially like 5 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents. It haven't quite moved yet. So let's see this morning if they appreciate a little bit. And as of now, I mean, if that position start making money, you can definitely look for things into January 2021, my friend. And don't be afraid. As long as it's moving in your direction, you don't need to be in the money to make big money. So for us, that's how we're able to take advantage when stock like this are moving, and to rather go trade them with out of the money position calls in this case, and then we're hedging. Let's say if you take a position expiring January, you can hedge it with short-term puts, all right, if you have calls, and vice versa, because it doesn't just apply on the call side. I know how you guys, most of you, I should say, love calls. Yeah. There was great money to be made here. I mean, in March, there was money to be made everywhere here. Those days were fun. No, they were not fun for our 401ks. They were not. But the day trading was definitely fun. So going on here, really, if this momentum carries away, has a long way to go. Yeah, long way to go. Though those who maybe you have heard me before. Oh, my biggest trade on BA was when the famous accident that's happened with Ethiopian Airlines. I was holding puts that weekend overnight. So yeah, I've never felt so bad actually making money on anything, because at the time Boeing was trading at $420. The thesis was just that from a technical point of view, it was supposed to come back to moving average. But what happened that it just plummeted the stock on that single it happened on a Sunday. So on that Monday we opened and the puts were paying huge amount of money. All right, so Boeing then. So you have the possibility here, it's long term or short term. So in the short term, which is, let's say we're Thursday today, and we usually call Thursday here payday. What can we do for Boeing? So let's go inside for the last time inside of Power E-Trade and look at the option chain for Boeing, and to see what's they tend to be expensive, to be honest with you, but they're expensive when you are in them. And the Boeing is one of those stocks that, and pay attention to this, folks, if you are learning options trading, yeah, Boeing, actually your option could be appreciating by the stock going down a little bit. Yeah. That happens. Why? Because teaching opportunity once again. So let's go to the option chain. So in the option chain, one of the most important things that if you have not seen, or anything. I don't want you to sweat on it that oh, it's huge learning or anything. Just be aware of it. Yeah. The movement of the stock definitely determine the price of the option, but more importantly, which that determine the price of the option is the implied volatility. The higher the implied volatility, the more expensive that option is. So in our case, let's look at the where Boeing stand. Right now, Boeing is trading at yesterday closed at 223.85. I can tell you, for instance, that uh, these, let's say the 255 or something, at some point, how do we know? Oh, by the way, I just click here and I can bring up the chart. Unfortunately, I will not, you guys will not be able to see it because a different window or something. But those 255, for instance, they were as cheap at 1 p.m. Eastern time. They were as cheap as 10 cents. Yeah. And they went all the way to 58 cents. And then toward the end of the day, they closed at 22 cents bid, but 40 cents ask. Yeah. And the stock pretty much, I think it went to close to 225. You can see in the chart, but a lot was happening in this area. Look at the open interest. Open interest is, if you are new to option trading, is just an accumulation of the position that are currently held. Yeah, meaning between people who bought, whenever the people buying, that will count toward increasing the open interest. People who are selling, that will count toward decreasing the open interest. So expiration is in 2 days. 5,000, almost 6,000 contract for the 235 and the like. You get to see that. But the one thing here for me, that's why we mentioned, okay, pay attention to this here. Yeah, we have talked about this on earnings, but it happens even on regular days, right? So meaning, look now that the market makers are saying that they are decreasing the implied volatility. You and I, we don't control that at all. It's purely in the model. Yeah, that's what this 6% here on there. Yeah, that's yeah. So the stock went up, but the implied volatility decreased here. So meaning, oh, our expectation about the price of this option jumping, it may not come to full fulfillment, because if anything, they're indicating to us that oh, they were expecting this the stock to jump, so but now they are bringing down the implied volatility here. All right, very quickly then. So in terms of Gangsta Trade, we you saw that 235 is about the resistance level. So in this case, what can Boeing do here really? We have 2 days left. The ATR for Boeing, I mean, we can check that, but I think it's close to 10 points thereabout, really. So realistically, I think the 250 at least. Yeah, but again, we don't need to be in the money. So meaning, if we want cheap things on here on Boeing this morning, I will be trying 265 of the like. Yeah, I know they have zero delta. Oh, if I'm gonna get the question again, why are we trading zero delta options? So, please, I can entertain that question on the one-on-one, absolutely. So 265, 260, or even 270 on the chocolate gangster, and on the put side, yeah, they have to be the put side on the gangster strategy, because otherwise, first, because CRM proved to us that you can win on both sides. Yeah, that's always beautiful. And then 200, 200, 195, all the, yeah, in this range here. And then what are we going to be offering? 5 cents. 5 cents for them, and for the other one, 10 cents for the cost. That's a possible recommendation for chocolate gangster. All right, everybody. All right. Has been a while since I've been talking. I haven't been paying attention to everything on here. All right, we had 10 concurrent viewers. Okay, double digits is not bad at all. Thank you. We hope that you are gaining something out of this. Our purpose is to increase your knowledge such that you are empowered to make financial decisions that can be life-changing. Have a great day, everybody.